萬分歡迎大家今日嚟到 Instacar HK 嘅 YouTube channel。我哋今日咧就有一個好特別嘅嘉賓，就係呢部1972年嘅瑪莎拉蒂 Indy。咁如果有 follow 開 Instacar HK 嘅 Instagram 嘅朋友咧，應該會記得見過呢架車，因為呢架車咧就喺2018年11月嗰陣時，如果有人記得我拎咗我嘅嗰陣時嘅 Ferrari F430咧，就去咗澳洲做咗一個 rally 嘅一個揸車嘅，就叫做 Targa Florio 嘅澳洲版。咁依架瑪莎拉蒂咧，其實就係當年同我哋有份去嘅其中3部香港去嘅車。點解叫 Maserati Indy 咧？其實呢架車就係慶祝瑪莎拉蒂喺1939年同1940年 back to back， 佢哋當初係贏咗 Indy 500嘅賽事嘅美國賽事。咁嗰陣時咧，1939同1940咧就係用一架叫瑪莎拉蒂嘅8 CTF 嘅賽車嚟贏。咁幾十年之後咧，佢哋就出咗呢款車嚟去慶祝嗰個 Indy 500嘅 back to back win， 所以就叫做 Maserati Indy。咁呢部 Indy 咧係瑪莎拉蒂 under Citroën 即係雪鐵龍嗰個 ownership 嗰陣咧第一部出嘅瑪莎。對瑪莎拉蒂有認識嘅朋友咧，應該知道咧，瑪莎拉蒂雖然係一個好出色嘅品牌，但係佢好不幸佢喺歷史裏面咧係有好多次轉手，因為好多次有破產啊，又要轉 owner。咁初係由瑪莎拉蒂嗰兩兄弟 own 啦，到Adolfo Orsi 嗰個 family 又 own 咗啦。咁 Orsi 佢哋個 family擁有呢個品牌嗰陣開始唔掂嗰陣咧，就俾 Citroën 去入咗股嘅。咁呢部 Maserati Indy 就係 Citroën 入股之後第一部出嘅車。咁佢咧有咩特別咧？佢其實係一個4座位嘅型號嚟嘅。咁嗰陣時因為呢部車係1972年啦，咁其實1960幾年至1970幾年之間咧，瑪莎拉蒂係出緊佢哋第一代嘅 Ghibli 即係唔係而家周街都係4門嗰啲喎，係第一代60幾年嗰架咧。咁嗰款車都係比較成功，但係就係2座位嚟嘅。咁所以嗰陣時雪鐵龍買咗瑪莎之後咧，佢就出呢部4座位，就係俾買家另外一個 option 去買啲4座位嘅車。咁呢部車咧係用一個V8 引擎嘅。咁佢喺佢出嗰個年份裏邊嗰幾年之間咧，其實係有出過4.2、4.7同最尾期嘅4.9，而我哋今日 review 依架咧係4.7嚟嘅。咁依架車係相當之罕有嘅，嗰個 total production 4.2、4.7同4.9咧係只係出咗大概1000架到，而依架4.7版本咧係得300幾架。咁喺香港我相信係得1架。咁呢架車主係幾年前喺香港嘅一個 auction 買翻嚟。咁當初個車原本係英國車嚟，咁佢當初買嗰陣其實係棗紅色嘅。咁但係車主買翻嚟之後咧，就發現原來架車嘅原裝顏色咧就係呢隻好顯眼嘅黃色。咁我個人就覺得其實黃色係幾襯呢架車，同埋黃色瑪莎通常都係好搶眼、好靚。呢架車嘅車主咧，其實就係我哋老爺車會嘅會長係 Keith Martin 嘅。咁啊 Keith 咧其實都擁有好幾部好靚同埋好特別嘅老爺車。咁我哋今日亦都有幸咧可以同阿 Keith 做一個 interview。Hi Keith, how are you?
Morning. How are you doing, Josh?
Can you tell us about this beautiful Maserati Indy?
Okay. I bought this in 2016, so I've had it 4 years. I bought it in a moment of weakness at an auction because I thought it looked so stunning. And then when I saw it in the daylight, I realized I made a few small errors in my decision. But once I bought it, I decided to restore it to its original. And it took a lot of work. It was really badly rusted, a lot of corrosion. In fact, it was dangerous, to be honest. So we took the engine out, rebuilt all the girders, and the steel, filled them full of oil so they won't rust. I sent it back to UK, and the people in UK finished the bonnet for me and changed all the suspension and changed the floor. So I did a lot of work in Hong Kong, and then I sent it to UK to restore it, and they robbed me blind, but they did all the work properly. So now you can open the bonnet, shut the bonnet. It doesn't drag on the floor everywhere you go. It's okay now, you can use it.
So how long did the whole restoration process took, between all the countries? And
2.5, 3 years.
2.5, 3 years.
Yeah. But there's something about Italian cars. I know it sounds corny, but they seem to have a lot of spirit and soul. I think Italian cars, I really like them. So that's why this has got a lot of personality.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that, Keith and Gary. And I think, after all this, it's time we go for a drive and see how this car feels on the road. I know it sounds lovely, but let's see how it goes. 嗱，咁我哋今日咧就非常之好彩啦！阿 Keith 個車主咧係俾我哋試下揸佢架 Maserati Indy 一轉。不過初上咗呢架車咧，第一個感覺就係真係好寬敞，好大架，好闊。好多人話有啲車咧你揸嗰陣咧，揸個感覺咧係細過架車喺出邊睇。依架車咧絕對係揸個感覺同喺出邊睇咧都係一樣咁大架。咁啊，但係佢除咗寬敞之外咧，佢睇好多嘢好 clear， 即係前面個玻璃 shield 好大，後面個玻璃好大。咁另外咧，揸起架車有一樣嘢我好 surprise 嘅，就係個嘅力子係非常容易操控，好輕，亦都好容易操控嗰個 biting point。個油門係正常，唔會話好硬。唯一有一樣嘢佢真係會似啲呢個年代老爺車，你會 expect 佢係咁嘅，就係個迫力啦。個迫力係非常軟，都要咁個有嘅，但係都要踩到低地先至有力，即係先至會收到。咁啊，架車同埋你亦都 feel 到佢好重 ，double brake 也好，踩油也好，嗰個重量咧係絕對 feel 到。咁另外一樣嘢咧，就係架車把聲啦，大家可以聽下。哇！嗰個聲，因為佢依架車係一架4.7 litre 嘅 V8 carburetor 引擎，佢係有4個 twin 速嘅 Weber carburetor， 而真係舊嘅歐洲車行 carburetor 嗰把聲，你係真係冇得頂，即係冇得比嘅。我唔理你而家揸乜嘢車 ，Pista 好，甚至乎 Pagani 都好。如果你係中意老爺車嘅人士咧，一架行級嘅 V8 或者 V12嘅意大利老爺車嗰把聲咧係點樣都冇得比。大家可以聽下把聲，非常之雄厚嘅聲。而佢依家有啲特別咧，就當然佢有啲意大利味道嘅聲啦，意大利車、意大利引擎。咁嗰個級嗰個聲有意大利嘅味道，但係咧我亦都留意到，如果坐喺裏面聽咧，佢都有少少美國 V8 版嘅聲喎，即係啲美國 American Muscle 啲 V8 聲咧，佢都有少少。咁所以揸呢架車對我嚟講，其中一個最大嘅樂趣咧，就肯定係個引擎聲浪，嗰個雄厚嘅聲浪係真係冇得比。Oh my God！ 嗰把聲係哇！雖然我熱到係身水身汗，今日係30幾度，而依架車個冷氣係未整好，但係我都係真係唔想落車，就係聽把聲，聽唔聽到佢打炮？不力不碌。哦，好在而家前面慢車走咗。總括嚟講，呢架車真係好容易揸。即係如果揸開老爺車，比我想象中真係容易好多，因為我都係第一次揸呢架車，而我初都話死啦，會唔會有啲難啊？嘅力子難就啊，死好多次火。我兜咗幾轉，行停都冇試過死一次火。如果喺歐洲啊、美國啊，我相信或者香港嘅冬天啦，呢架車嗰個 enjoyment 嗰個 level 係非常之高，收視率高。操控容易舒服，聲音嗰個享受又係高，即係依架車我都真係俾幾高分。咁希望大家 enjoy 今日呢個 video 啦。咁如果你 enjoy 嘅，麻煩請俾個 like 同 subscribe。咁我哋嚟緊會有更多唔同嘅 video 同大家分享嘅。Thank you。